is this man coming out of his car. So many people here to see quite possibly one of boxing's finest, pound for pound, a superstar. Vasily Lomachenko is here at York Hall, ready to take to the ring ahead of his workout. He comes with a phenomenal record. 14 fights and already a 3-weight world champion. Johnny, there just seems to be, you know when we talk about having an aura around someone, Vasily Lomachenko, he has that aura of greatness around him.
Yeah, because some people believe they are born for greatness, and he believes that, and he showed that with to say he boxed for a world title in his second professional fight, that takes some guts, self-belief.
And perhaps he's letting his boxing do the talking. And again, Vasily Lomachenko is a man that just wants to let it all happen in the ring. That's where he wants the magic to happen. He said, you know, the English, he hasn't got the English language. He can't speak very good English, so his personality can't translate necessarily that way, so he's going to let it all happen in the ring.
In the ring, is the old saying, he's got to let his fist do the talking. Listen, I've been obviously in this company outside the ring, and he seems a great guy, and everyone around him says that.
All the action will be broadcast live around the world, here in the United Kingdom on Sky Sports Box Office, and in the United States on ESPN. We are sponsored by William Hill, StubHub, JD Sports, and Wow Hydrate. Ladies and gentlemen, at the top of the bill, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the vacant WBC, the WBA, WBO, and Ring Magazine Lightweight Championships of the world. Now making his way to the ring, please welcome from the Ukraine. He is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He is a 3-division world champion. He is widely regarded as pound for pound the best active living boxer on the planet. Please welcome the former featherweight champion of the world, the former super featherweight champion of the world, and the reigning and defending WBA, WBO, and Ring Magazine lightweight champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko.
Safe to say, a lot of appreciation for Vasily Lomachenko here. Just look at the turnout, Matt. Look at the turnout.
Oh, massive. Like we said, you know, this is a sellout, and a lot of people are here, you know, to support Luke Campbell, a British gold medalist fighting for the world title. But there's an awful lot of people here because they want to see this guy Lomachenko, the #1 pound for pound superstar in boxing. Well, you know, the biggest superstar in Saturday, but in terms of the giftedness, you know, how gifted he is he's probably the most special talent there is in boxing. Mate, certainly of my generation, as long as I've been around in boxing, I've never seen anyone quite as talented as this guy.
Eddie Hearn spoke about it at the end of our Facebook stream, about the O2 sold out, the actual show sold out a few weeks ago, but it's just a chance for people to witness greatness, really, to be there and say, you know, I saw Vasily Lomachenko.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the Brit fans, the English fans, they're definitely there to support Luke Campbell, but this is also a chance to see one of their own against maybe a guy that may go down as one of the best that ever did it, you know, and really, obviously part of the acclaim here is to just see Vasily Lomachenko, but also, of course, you don't want to forget, they want to support Luke Campbell.
Absolutely, and it is a huge task in front of Luke Campbell, but also a huge opportunity.
Massive opportunity. I mean, he's really up against it. Luke can't dress it up or pretend anything else. Like Luke Lomachenko, he's at that point of his career where he seems unbeatable. And you got someone like Luke Campbell who really is world class. We had a razor-thin loss to Linares. Could have got it. It was a close fight. Got put down in the second round. But you're boxing a guy here who lost one fight in, I don't know, 300 and odd amateur fights. Two-time Olympic gold medalist. You know, he's fought for a world title in his second pro fight. He may be the most naturally talented boxer there has ever been. Everyone says Sugar Ray Robinson was the best pound-for-pound fighter of all time. But I think when this guy's career is over, he'll be in that conversation.
Absolutely. Let's just put it into some context, though. I mean, Vasily Lomachenko, 31 years old, 14 fights, but in 14 fights, he's a 3-weight world champion.
Yeah, I think 13 of them are in world title fights. Yeah. So, you know, it's just an outrageous record. It's just unbelievable. I mean, he looks like the Matrix in there at times. His movement.
Well, that's one of his names, isn't it?
The movement is just unreal. You know, his feet, his agility. He's like an acrobat. You've seen him doing the handstands across the ring. He's a phenomenal athlete. Not just a great boxer. What he can do is his balance, his agility. It's almost scary.
And even his training is so unorthodox. You know, he does boxing training, but he does mental training. He does psychological training. He does these games where they, you know, like they look like sort of like board games or sort of like things like that, where he's got to mentally train his mind to train his mind under duress. It's top to bottom. He's an athlete throughout.
But with that extra training, like you just talked about, the mental agility, the juggling, he plays tennis, he goes kayaking, there's a fun element too. It is unorthodox, but it is that what gives them the edge.
Absolutely. I think the fun stuff takes off the edge. I think the stuff that he's doing for training obviously gives him the edge, you know? But of course, I don't think the kayaking is training him for boxing, but he likes to do some fun stuff. What I like about Vasil Lomachenko and Alexander Usyk is the fact that they take out the old Eastern European stereotype that these guys are emotionless people, very frozen, no personality. Vasil Lomachenko and Alexander Usyk, if you watch them, are very personable guys and they have a joking personality. And that's probably one of my favorite things about them is they're good fighters, but they're also guys who kind of kill that stereotype. They're also the guys that you feel are approachable and fun.
Well, he's certainly putting on a show for the crowd. We're seeing him now doing a bit of juggling. Did you ever do a bit of juggling or anything like that in your training, Anthony?
He didn't. Oh, me. No, only because I can't. You just say Paul saying then very unorthodox things, but a lot of mind exercises, which his dad, Papachenko, as they call him, deserves so much credit for what he's done with his son, but not only his son. A lot of the Ukraine amateurs, such as Alexander Usyk, it's a very unique way of training, and I think now we see more and more people trying to do that as well.
I think what came across in the documentary that Andy Scott did was the extracurricular stuff he does, and also the mind.
Yes, a lot of mind exercises.
A lot of that. It's very fun. When you speak to Andy Scott, he said when he trains extremely hard.
Yes. I heard last night of guys who was over there, you know, who's in the gym for 3 hours working so hard, and that's what happens. That's why he's had so much success. He trains harder than most athletes out there. I mean, listen, you can say so much of his natural talent, but he prepares. There's very few people in the world who prepare like him.
Were you aware when you fought him back in April? Were you aware about his training methods? Had you studied that? Because I say that because Luke has openly come out and said he's not watching them himself. I know his trainer Shane is, but he's chosen not to.
I've not studied his training methods because I believe, you know, you focus on yourself. What's worked for him, for me to bring something new like that in for the biggest fight of my career at short notice wouldn't have been the smartest thing to do. But you've got to admire it, whether you agree with it or not. You've got to respect what he's done for this lad.
He's just posing there for photos. Absolutely crammed in here. People coming to see Vasily and of course Luke Campbell.
The pulling power that he has.
Superstar, isn't it?
Superstar.
It's the ingredients of a superstar.
I think he can now. I was saying before, it's about him making that crossover. And don't forget, there's a bit of a language barrier, but on Saturday night, I said earlier, he sold out the O2 Arena. I know Luke will have great support in there, but so many people are going to be there to watch this man in action on Saturday night at the O2 Arena.
Well, Vasily has said himself that perhaps his personality doesn't translate in English. His English language is not something that he can sort of, he's not very good at English, shall we say. But he wants to do his boxing. Let's let his boxing do the talking.
Yeah, let's just do the talking. But listen, he's entertaining the crowd here tonight, and I think if he could do that, it'd be even bigger. But he's on his way to being that superstar.
Do you think he needs to have that personality outside?
I think he's got it. I just think it's the language barrier. And everyone who you speak to around his team, obviously being around him, say he's just a humble guy. Looks after his friends. He stayed the same with them from being a child. He's a good guy, and I just hope he gets the credit that he deserves.
Well, I don't know if Andy Scott can hear me. I hope he can. It's very loud in here, but let's see what Vasily's got to say.
Loma, in terms of crowd reaction for visiting fighters, that is by far and away the biggest round of applause we've ever had. How does that make you feel?
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I can't believe. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you.
You've boxed here before in the WSB against Sam Maxwell in the very famous York Hall, and it was similar that night. Good to be back.
It was the same situation with fans, you know. And thank you, guys. Thank you.
We know that you love London. You won your second Olympic medal here. How are you finding it so far? You only arrived at the start of the week. How is London? How is the UK?
This time I don't have a time because Lara media, Lara meet, and I have a train, but I don't have a time, so I sit it. But after the fight, after the win, I want to walk in London.
How has your camp been? We saw you in Ukraine. How was your preparation? Are you ready for Saturday?
My preparation was good, and I'm ready 100%. See you Saturday night.
You're a pro. Now I'm not going to call you a veteran, you're only 31, but you've had so many fights. Will there be any nerves at all? Do you still feel nerves?
Of course, I nervous a little bit, but it's good for men. It's good for human.
Human.
It's good for human.
I know you don't like to give predictions, but will you give a prediction ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, I give you a prediction. You saw a very good, interesting fight.
Okay, thanks. Egis, don't go anywhere. Egis, you've been here a lot with different fighters. You've got a vast stable. This is incredible, isn't it, this reaction for Vasily?
It's unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you, UK.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A fabulous reception there for Vasily Lomachenko, and rightly so. A lot of love here at York Hall in Bethnal Green for him. Right, okay, we're going to take a break now, but coming up after the break, we shall see Vasily Lomachenko's opponent.
He will bring him into the mid to late rounds. Yes, Amy? Yeah? What's that? So we're waiting for Vasil to join us shortly. I think he's doing a short interview with Sky. Oh no, I think he's coming over here now. Yeah, here he comes. Yeah, here he comes, and he's coming in to join. Here he is. Here's our guy. Hey. How are you, brother? Nice to see you. You all right?
Nice
yeah.
to see you too.
Good.
Yeah.
You too. So
how was that? How was that?
I don't know. It's unbelievable. I can't believe.
Does it give you a feeling as if you're fighting at home?
You know, I fought 2013 in the same area, yeah, with Samuel Maxwell, and it was the same situation with the fans. Then I came in the ring, I saw just Ukrainian flags and Ukrainian people, and it's unbelievable.
Because we were saying you're a very modest man. You're not boastful. You're very modest, yeah. But when you see the real boxing fan here, who feel you as a hero, is it a nice feeling?
Yeah, it's a special feeling, you know. I believe, you know,
Yeah, let's have Egis in as well. Let's have Egis in.
I did it right before, you know. Fans love me, they respect me. I'm on the right way.
Yeah. Well, because I want to say, and I want Egis to translate this. We were saying, we have to celebrate you in our sport now because everything you do is right. The way you box, the way you carry yourself, the way you're an ambassador, in every way. So we must celebrate your time in boxing.
Мы должны праздновать твое время в боксе, потому что все, что ты делаешь правильно.
You know, maybe, but you know, it's not depends only about, you know, celebrate. It depends from. I can't explain in English. Sorry. Я делаю это действительно для фанов. Я делаю для гурманов бокса действительно. Это я делаю для людей, кто любит и уважает бокс.
I really do that for my fans. I really do for people who enjoy boxing. I really do for people who understand boxing. That's what I really do for them.
Yes. So, Saturday night, you go against Luke Campbell. What's your feelings on this fight? How's preparations gone?
Special show from you?
Not special show. Yeah, because I everything think about my future results. I everything think about results. But if I If I find the key, of course I show a little bit show.
Do you ever predict how you're going to win the fight?
I think it will be very hard fight because he has a reach. He has a very big experience, amateur experience. He is a smart guy. He has a high boxing IQ. He is very technical guy. It will be chess match. Chess match.
He has a long body.
How do you know?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
He'll take your word for it.
That's a tip? Is that the tip?
Well, listen, you're a very, very big favourite in this fight, yeah? Even to stop him. Most people think between rounds 8 and 10.
I never think about what happened. KO, TKO, or no mass, or score. I never think. I need just win.
With an atmosphere like that, after Saturday night, can we hope to see you again in London?
It depends your boxers from Great Britain.
Yeah, exactly.
If we have a good boxer from Great Britain in my weight classes, no problem.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Care,
Cheers, brother.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you, Egis. See you tomorrow.
Egis, take care.
Thank you.
See you.
Isn't he amazing? So modest, so brilliant. You can feel the presence.
You can feel it.
He's got a presence. You know,
there's an air of greatness. There's an air of greatness about him.
We see it with Anthony Joshua. You saw it with Vladimir Klitschko. I've been around Muhammad Ali even in my time. The great boxers, they have a presence. They're always being hurried on to the next thing, but they've always got time for you.
Indeed.
And they make you feel special. And that's what's great about these people.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, guys, thanks for keeping it locked.
They really didn't expect it.
Or coming up,
Come in.
they meet again. We just have to look at these pictures. Lomachenko getting absolutely mobbed by fans. Yeah. That's really nice to see. Hello, Lomachenko. Hello, Vasily. Really good. Did you enjoy your reception? The amount of people here?
Of course, I'm enjoyed and I'm surprised.
You are surprised. Anthony thought you might be surprised.
We said we didn't know whether it was Kiev or Bethnal Green or London, you know, it's like...
Then I was in 2013 in the WSB series in this place. Sorry, but it was the same situation with the fans.
It's not changed much. Just more people, probably.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you.
How's that feeling,
It's
Anthony?
a little bit nice being on this side of
I
the
was
road
about to
next to
say.
him than in there.
Do you know, I said to him just before we went on air, I went, is he really that much of a nightmare to box? And he went,
Luke, there's not a more suited nickname to him, so I believe it must be genuine.
Yeah.
Or he won't be behind it if it isn't.
We just have to look at these pictures. Lomachenko getting absolutely mobbed by fans and press. It's brilliant to see.
it is brilliant to see, and, you know, although he's fighting a Brit on Saturday night, there's going to be a big portion of the audience, and the live crowd, who are from Ukraine, but there will also be a lot of Brits in there, like it or not, who will be in awe of this man. He's a